Okay, so it's already 3:04 p.m. So let's go ahead and get started. So hello everyone, welcome and thank you for joining this webinar. So this is Study in Canada, a webinar hosted by ACN Southern and our preferred partnered school, Fanshawe College. Okay, so this will be our agenda for today's webinar. So later, ACN will tell you how you can become an international student in Canada. And then after ACN, um, Fanshawe College will introduce their school and why you should choose Fanshawe College. Okay? And then at the end of our presentation, we will be answering questions during our Q&A portion. So if you have any question, you can just type them in the chat box. Okay? And then I would like to share as well to you that we are live in Facebook. So for the Facebook audience, if you have any question, you can just comment, okay? And we will also address your question later, okay? So we are fortunate to be joined today by the Fanshawe College International Education Advisor for Philippines, Miss Ina Francesca Rania. Okay, so can you share your video, Miss Ina, for just to say hello to our audience?
Hi everyone. Magandang hapon
Okay.
po.
Okay. So hi Miss Ina. So there you go. Now I would like to call in my colleague Miss Shelly Marcelo from ACN Baguio branch to present ACN to you. So are you there, Shelly?
Hello, Miss Karen.
Hello, Miss Shelly. So
Hi.
okay, so
Yes,
go
ma'am. Can
ahead.
you hear me na po?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Shelly, a marketing specialist of ACN from Baguio branch. So, once again, welcome to our webinar. And today, I will be talking about ACN, our services, and how our company can assist you in your study and work to immigrate goals to Canada. Our company has been established in 2005 by our founder and migration agent, Wilfredo Natividad. On my screen, you can see his MARA registration number and, of course, the staff of ACN. Our core business is immigration and education consultancy. Please take note that ACN is not a recruitment agency. We don't offer jobs, but we process your pathways for you to become a permanent resident in Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. ASEAN means the three countries that we cater to, which are Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. Here you can see the list of services that we offer for each country. But today we will focus on our webinar on our services for Canada, which is the Study and Work to Immigrate program. Here you can, next slide please. Here you can see the map of Canada and its capital is Ottawa. Our guest speaker, Ms. Ina from Fanshawe College, she will be explaining later on the details and other facts about the location of the school. Now, why should you choose Canada? First, Canada has an outstanding quality of education. A fun fact, there are at least 11 out of 250 top schools in the world that are located in the country. Canada also offers one of the lowest tuition fees among other English-speaking countries like the US, UK, and Australia. Canada also ranks #1 in quality of life. With this, it is one of the safest countries in the world for international students. In addition, they have low crime rates. One of their safety measures is the strict implementation of their gun law. With a lot of international students going to Canada, the country has a diverse and multicultural society. The program that we offer in Canada is the Study and Work to Immigrate program, which is a student permit. Before we discuss the other details, let's talk about its definition. A study permit allows non-citizens to study and work temporarily in the country of application. In this case, it's Canada. Now, what are the benefits of having a study permit in Canada? Number one, you'll obtain a world-class education. Number two, you can earn while you study. You are legally allowed to work for 20 hours per week and full-time during school breaks and holidays. Number three, you can also bring your spouse or partner and dependents. Your spouse can work for full-time and your children can have free education. After your studies, you may be granted with a postgraduate work permit, which I will elaborate later on. Our goal is to apply for permanent residency while or after studying, since Canada offers the most generous pathways for PR. Now, what is postgraduate work permit? This is what we call the PGWP. So this one, it can give you an opportunity to work for full time after your studies, including your spouse. Now, who are eligible to apply for the program? First, you must be at least 18 years old and above. Number two, a senior high graduate for the ones coming from the K-12 program. And for the old curriculum, you need to be at least second year in college. You also need to have the English requirement since you will apply as an international student and Canada uses English as the primary language. You have to take some English proficiency tests such as IELTS and PTE. But Fanshawe College has waived this exam for Filipino passport holders, so you don't need to worry about it. Also, you need to be financially capable to support your tuition fee, living expenses, and of course your stay in Canada. Since you have work rights, and if ever you are with your spouse who can work for unlimited hours, you can have the means to finance your stay in Canada and have savings as well. Lastly, you need to have a genuine study purpose and of course, good health and character. The next part of the presentation will be done by my colleague, Ms. Karen. It will be about the process and requirements for the study permit application.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Shelley. So
You're
once
welcome
again,
po.
I am Karen. Hello, Miss Shelley. So once again, I am Karen from Angeles branch of ACN. So thank you, okay, for joining again this webinar. So if you are interested to apply for a study permit, so and after your self-assessment, if you are eligible to apply, okay, you can reach out to ACN and we can help you in your permit application process. So now let me talk about the permit application process. We divide this into 4 stages. So to start your application, we will do contract signing first. So here you will be appointing ACN to be your agent. So once we sign an agreement, we will then send you the complete list of requirements and the instruction for you to proceed with the next stages. Okay? Then next is the study planning. So you need to lay out which what you want to study and um where you want to study. So here later Miss Ina of Fanshawe College will tell you where is their school located, and then they will also discuss the level of study they have. So if they have the certificate or diploma programs, you can enroll. If they have bachelor or postgraduate programs, so they will talk later more on that. And then with regards to the field of study, we should align this in your background. So if you are a graduate of business course here in the Philippines, or if your working experience here in the Philippines is in line in business, so it's recommended for you to take a business course. But there are also other courses available since Fanshawe College has a wide range of courses. So they will talk more that later. And then we also mentioned this a while ago, the purpose of study or the genuine purpose of study. So this is an important document. Just to tell you, there is no interview with the embassy, but instead, we will be submitting a letter addressed to the Canadian immigration explaining why you want to study in Canada, why you have chosen the course and your future plans in after your study in Canada. Okay? So it's important to mention as well that you will be returning back in the Philippines after you study since we actually, this is the study permit is only a temporary visa. So the Canadian immigration want to see your intention to go back after study here in the Philippines. Okay? So we know that you will be using the study permit as a pathway for your permanent application in Canada, or for you to get a work permit in Canada. But we are just advising you not to mention that you want to pathway for PR. Okay, they want to see that you will return here in the Philippines. So actually, one of the good thing about getting ACN to be your agent, we will provide you a template for you to accomplish your purpose of study, and we will also help you revise for you to increase as well your chances of visa approval, since this purpose of study is a very important document and one of the determining factor for visa approval. Okay? And then next is the admission. So here we will prepare your enrollment to school. So in this case, your enrollment to Fanshawe College. So we will be filling out the admission form we will receive from them, and then we will also gather your initial requirements such as the TOR, diploma, passport bio page, resume. And then once we gather those, we will submit your application to your school, to Fanshawe College, and then we will then receive a correspondence from them. They will send you the letter of offer. So this letter of offer will state your course, the duration of your course, the tuition schedule, your tuition fee. Okay, and also they will mention the required tuition deposit that you need to settle. So most schools in Canada will require you to pay a deposit for you to secure your slot in their program. So take note of the word deposit. So you are only paying a minimal amount, not the full tuition fee. Okay, so once you paid that, you will then receive your official enrollment document, the letter of acceptance. So it's important to take note that you must be officially enrolled in one of a Canadian school in Canada for you to apply for your study permit. So it's important for you to get the letter of acceptance to proceed to the permit application. Okay, so here in the permit application, we will be also filling out the immigration form, and then gather your requirements, including the medical certificate. So take note, you must undergo health examination in the eligible panel physicians of Canada. Okay, and then once done, we will then submit your requirements in the immigration, and then we will wait for the visa approval. So this process will take about 3 months in our estimation. That is before the pandemic. But now we are actually experiencing longer processing period, since there are delays in terms of scheduling your medical, since we know there are travel restrictions in certain areas in Metro Manila, or and also to let you know that the visa application center of Canada has limited operations, so you will also be experiencing delay in terms of scheduling your biometrics. But actually, no worries for that, since the Canadian immigration is implementing a two-stage approval, with stage 1 as approved in principle. So you can lodge your application without having a medical, or without having the biometrics. But then once the preliminary, you're assessed as approved, and then for the second stage approval, you will only need to comply the medical and the biometrics to get the second approval, and then you're ready to go to Canada once the Canadian borders open. And I think they will be opening by October 20, if you hear the news. So they will be starting accepting international students if their school or the DLI school was able to comply with their COVID measures. Okay? And then now, on my screen, you will see some of our visa grants. They were nice enough to send their pictures while they were sightseeing or on their way to school. And then if you want to see more of our visa grants, you can just join our Facebook groups ACN Southern Immigration and Education Visa Recipients. We also posted there our visa grants from Australia and also New Zealand. Okay. And then like us on Facebook, so you will see more of our promotion. You will be updated on those promotion, and you will see more of future webinars of ACN that you could join. Okay. And then we are also have our own YouTube channel. So after this webinar, we will be posting our webinar recording in our YouTube channel. So you can just rewatch and review the information we have shared during this webinar. So, and then we will also email you, actually send you an email acknowledgement with included link for our YouTube account. So you can just click that and then watch the video, and don't forget to share this video to your friends. Okay. And then we also have our offices. Our main office is in Makati, but we also have provincial offices in Pampanga, in Baguio, and in Gapan City. But we prioritize your safety, so we are conducting free one-on-one orientation online. So you can just contact info at southernimmigration.com, and after each orientation, we will send you an estimate expenses for the application process. An ECN consultant will actually get in touch with you after this orientation. So they will invite you for a one-on-one orientation that can be done via phone call, Messenger, Zoom, or Meet or Skype. Okay? And then, so that's it for my part. So if you have any question about ACN, you can now type them in the chat box. So now I would like to call in and invite Miss Ina Francesca Rania, the Fanshawe College International Education Advisor. So they will showcase Fanshawe College. So hello,
Hi.
Miss Ina.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
So
Hi, Karen. Thank you so much for the
hi. Hello.
introduction. So,
Okay.
again, my name is Ina. I am the International Education Advisor of Fanshawe for the Philippines. So, I'm based here in Manila, but I do help students, incoming students, and also potential applicants to start and also get somehow a sense of what would be the programs and also the student services that we offer international students. So before I start my presentation, I'd like to first thank ACN for inviting me over for this webinar, and also to you guys who are tuning in Zoom and also in Facebook. So um, just to give siguro just to get an information about most of the people that are here, if you can type in the chat box the location that you're in right now, if what city, probably you're in Metro Manila, you're probably in Cebu, or baka meron ding from overseas, and also the program that you would like to pursue in Canada, so that at least I can get a sense on if we have a program that would match your interest. Okay, so we have people from Manila, Pampanga. We also have some people in Sorsogon and Japan as well. So yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in. So I'll start now my presentation. So today I will give you basically a sense of what is Fanshawe College, the programs that you can take in our school, and also what is it like living in London, Ontario. So okay, so this is London, Ontario. A lot of people mistake us being in UK because they see London whenever I go to fairs and also whenever I do webinars. But we're actually located in Canada, so London, Ontario, Canada. So London is located in southwestern part of Ontario, which is a 2 hour drive away from Toronto Airport. So Toronto Airport is actually the main entry point for our students. And in terms of the location of London, it's actually an advantage for us if you're looking for a part-time job, either full-time, either full-time or full-time, part-time or full-time work. And also, we are known as the Forest City, as you may have seen in the previous slide, and also here. because we have 200 plus parks and open spaces. So if you've been living in the Philippines, specifically in Metro Manila for 20 plus years, it's actually a good change of scenery and a good change of environment for most of our students. But even if we have that kind of environment, we are still considered as a medium-sized city. So we have a number of immigrants from Europe, Asia, Middle East, and Africa. So for the Filipino community in London, Ontario, it's actually increasing, and that is because of the Filipinos studying in Fanshawe, and they are bringing their families with them, their spouse. Aside from studying in Fanshawe, they actually prefer to stay there when they work full time in Canada. And also, we are considered as Ontario's cultural hub because of the diversity of the nationality of the people living inside London. We are also known as the medical hub of the province because we have the second largest hospital, which is Victoria Hospital. So if you are looking into any medical or health related field, Fanshawe College is actually a good place for you, and London City specifically would give you a lot of job opportunities for part-time and full-time because of the number of hospitals and clinics that we have in the city. Also, in terms of business hub, we're actually considered as the business hub of the province because of our location. Since we are in the southwestern part, we are near the border of US and Canada. So that would mean a lot of trades, logistics, supply chain, and business opportunities are there in the city, and a lot, and I think a number of our companies, big companies in Canada, has established their factories and also their headquarters in London. These companies would include 3M Canada, McCormick, Labatt, Cargill, and also some telecommunication companies as well. And of course, since you will be in Canada as an international student, for sure you will be saving a lot of your money for your studies and also for your living expenses. And also, if you will be bringing your spouse or, for example, your family with you, you would also need to take care of their living expenses. So, if you are looking for a place in Canada that has a very affordable lifestyle and also would give you access to quality education, a lot of our students choose Fanshawe, choose London City because of these advantages. So now I will be sharing with you information about Fanshawe College. So Fanshawe is one of the large colleges in the province of Ontario. So we have 6 campuses in London, and we also do have several regional campuses. Later on, I will be sharing with you the campuses that we have in London and also what would be the programs that we offer in each campus. In terms of the student population, we have 21,000 full-time students, and 7,500 of those are actually international, coming from 104 different countries. So right now, the Philippines is actually third in terms of the international student population. So if you're kind of worried that it will be a hard time for you to adapt or adjust in Canada, in Fanshawe College, technically no, because we have a lot of kababayans there already. Also, our programs would have cooperative education. So some of you might know about co-op already, but for everyone's information, co-op is actually paid internship. So most of our programs, as you will see in our website, would have co-op that is already embedded in the program. So co-op would typically range from 4 months to 8 months of paid internship. But if, for example, if your program that you're eyeing doesn't have co-op, please do not worry because you might have other types of placements in that program. The only difference between co-op and other types of placements is that co-op is paid, the others are not paid. But sometimes our students, whenever they do internship or other types of placements in companies or in hospitals, they provide allowance as well. So that's the only difference. Co-op is paid, the others are not paid. But the bottom line is that you will still get the first-hand experience that will, of course, help you when you practice after your program. And last but not the least, I think this is one thing that we're very much proud of. It's the graduate employment rate. Last year, we ranked first in the whole province with 90.3 graduate employment rate. That means our students within 6 months after graduation, they are hired already. So even with the pandemic, we actually do conduct virtual career fairs, and we're happy to say that our students who graduated last April actually landed a job. So we're very proud of that, and it will assure you somehow that our programs and also our student services are very much focused that to make sure that you're job ready by the time you finish the program. So now I will be sharing with you the campuses that we have in London. So as I mentioned, we have six. So this is the London main campus. So it's a very big campus that we have. We have 21 buildings inside. We have the residence. We have the international center. Our office is there. Health and wellness center, the gym. We also, I think most of the programs that we offer, such as business, health sciences, early childhood education, engineering programs, are offered here. So in the upper portion of the screen, as you can see here, would be residences. So this one, most of our international students, especially Filipinos, they would like to live right across the campus, so they won't need to wake up very early. So we have residential areas as well, and all in other parts of the community, we also do have several residential options for international students. So this is our London main campus. Most of our programs are offered here, and all of the amenities are here as well. 5 minute walk from the main campus is actually the Center of Applied Transportation Technologies. So if you're keen to apply to any science, technology, or trades program, this will be your campus. So we have very good equipment, especially for automotive here in this campus. And if you will see your schedule and there's a, a room that's indicated Z building, this is actually the Z building. And also, like what you can see in my background, we have aviation programs. So this is the Norton Wolf School of Aviation Technology Aviation Center. So we do offer aviation programs to our international students. For the Philippines, we don't have many aviation students, but we hope that we have more in the coming intakes. So this aviation center is actually right beside London International Airport. And if you are an aviation student, for sure you will get a part-time job in the London International Airport. And 15 minutes bus from the main campus is our London downtown campus. The London downtown campus would hold students taking tourism, culinary, hospitality, and recreation programs. So, for example, if you're looking for a culinary management, baking and pastry, this will be your campus. If you can see the chef's table here, it's actually a restaurant that is run and managed by our students. So, if you're taking culinary or baking, you will spend several hours in your program in the chef's table. And in the upper floors, you would have the mixology lab for our food and beverage management students. We have culinary and we have baking kitchen. We also do have lecture labs, classrooms, of course, and also common rooms for our students. And right across London downtown campus is the School of Digital and Performing Arts. So we have very few IT programs here. We have the game development program that is being delivered in this campus. And also, if you're interested in design, theater, and music and arts program, this will be your campus. And I think last but not the least is the London South Campus. The London South Campus is fairly new. We opened it last September 2019, and most of the students that are studying here are actually international students. So if you're planning to apply any postgraduate program that is business, agribusiness, BIA, retirement residence, and healthcare admin, this will be your campus. So it's relatively smaller than our other campuses, um, but the location is really good because it's right across White Oaks Mall, which is the biggest mall in London, and also it's if you have your family with you, we have a lot of really good and affordable accommodation in the area, and also if you have kids with you, and of course they will be studying in Canada, um, they we have a lot of basic and secondary schools around the area. So in terms of the programs that we offer, we try to provide a number and a variety of programs that would best fit the credentials and also the interest of our students. So we have 200 plus programs across 17 areas of study, and I really hope that the program that you're interested in or the field that you're interested in is part of our program offerings. And again, we do have different types of credentials that you can finish in Fanshawe. So we have degree, certificate, diploma, advanced diploma, and also graduate certificates. So if you have a program or a field in mind already, I think I can help you further to narrow down the choice of program that you can take based on the credentials that you have. So now, I will be sharing with you or probably guiding you how to narrow down your choice of program in Fanshawe. So, with your credentials, what would be the program that you can take in Fanshawe, and also what would be the postgraduate opportunity for you? So, for the credentials, like um, Shelly mentioned a while ago, we do take in high school graduates. So, this would be this the students who finished the grade 10 using the old curriculum. They did not finish college. Probably they started college but did not finish it because they lacked several credits. So if you don't have a college degree or a college diploma, you will be in this specific cohort or this specific category. So if you're a high school graduate and you are part of this specific category, you have to take 1 year general arts and science first before you can continue to any 1 to 3 year post-secondary program. And I think most of you would be part of this cohort, the high school and college graduates. Some of you might have master's or PhD degrees already, but if ever you have it or you don't have it, you're part of this cohort. So technically, you can apply to any post-secondary and also postgraduate programs. And last but not the least, I think this would be our emerging market, the K-12 graduates. So if you have senior high school, grade 11 and 12, and you don't want to study in any university here in the Philippines and you want to study abroad, you can apply to Fanshawe and you can proceed directly to any post-secondary program. So regardless of the credentials that you have and also the program that you will be studying in Fanshawe, as long as it's a full-time program, if you study a 1 year program, you can get a 1 year post-graduation work permit. And if you study at least a 2 year program, or if you can do a 1+1, a combination of two certificate programs, you can get up to 3 year graduation work permit. So we at Fanshawe can provide you with this specific eligibility because we are a designated learning institution in Canada. So I really hope this would be a good guide for you to narrow down your choice of program. So in terms of the student services that we have, so like I mentioned in my introduction, I help you with any program and school-related concerns while you're in the Philippines. When you get to Canada, we have the International Center. I also go to Canada, but right now I can't. So because of the travel restriction. But as soon as you land in Toronto Airport, we actually have an arrival service that we provide our students. So this is Fanshawe Cares. So it includes airport greeting, shuttle bus from Toronto to London, and also if you will be arriving during our arrival service dates and you don't have any accommodation yet, we can provide you 2 nights hotel accommodation. Also, um, we have a very hands-on support and assistance from international centers. So I am part of the international center team, and as an international student, you are part of the international center family. So we have admissions, my colleague who's handling Philippine admissions, who's based in Canada, and I am based here. I'm part of the recruitment and marketing team. We also do have student life coordinators. They would be like your guidance counselors in Canada, and also we do have immigration advisors as well. So the immigration advisors would can help you if ever you want to extend your visa, because you want to take another program, or if you have any questions with regard to post graduation work permit. And in terms of academic learning, as academic assistance, we have the learning center as well. So both physical and virtual, they're very much present, and they can help you with everything that is academic related. So if you're having troubles with your science, with creating your research paper, or even citation, they can help you. So just book an appointment with them, and they would be very much willing to help you. And last but not least, of course, we want to have a full circle assistance to our students. We have a very active career and employment service center that will provide you a one-stop shop access to everything about employment and job readiness to Canada, for our students. So we conduct several job fairs all year round. And for example, if you have any questions in terms of um, the companies that we are partnered with, or if you want to seek for help in creating your Canadian resume, we can help you with that. And even if you have an interview and you want to have a practice interview or a mock interview with our staff in the Career and Employment Service Center, we can also help you on that one. So in terms of the intakes that we have three intakes. So fall will start in September, winter will start in January, and summer will start in May. So most of our programs, specifically aviation, health science programs, and architecture and engineering programs, we only offer that during September or during fall semester. So that's technically our biggest intake. For winter, we're trying to increase the programs that we offer during winter because of the demand of the students coming in for fall. But for summer, we have very few programs that are offered in May or summer intake. So please check out our website for if you have a program, and please check if they are available for which intake. And right now, for 2021, we're actually processing applications. So for January 2021, most of our programs are about to close, and it might be hard for you to get a visa right now because um, visa centers in Makati and also in Cebu are of limited operations. But for May and September 2021, you can have your letter of acceptance already, and we're very quick in issuing the letter of acceptance for our students. So in terms of tuition fee and living expenses, program tuition and fees would depend, of course, in your program. Um, Estimated fee for 1 year would be around 16 to 18,000 Canadian dollars. So, and you have to pay first semester tuition fee before you start your classes. So, your tuition fee is also inclusive of medical insurance because, as a policy in Canada for international students, you have to be covered by insurance even when you are on your semester break or even when you are on holiday or summer break. So, that's already included in your tuition fee, and that would cover hospitalization, medical consultation, procedure, even dental and vision. It's part of your insurance. Also, if you are taking a program in London, your tuition fee is also inclusive of bus pass. So if you're familiar with Beat Card, it works the same way. So that your student card, you just need to tap it every time you ride the bus in London, and it's free of charge. So that will save you a lot of money for transportation, going to school, going to your part-time work, or just hanging around with your friends. Of course, following physical distancing rules because of COVID-19. So that's part of your tuition fee. Also, For accommodation, for off-campus housing, it would range from 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year. If you want a monthly range, you can get as low as 380 to 450 CAD, and that's inclusive of rent, Wi-Fi, and utilities already. In our Facebook group, created by for Filipino students in Fanshawe, I see sometimes like 350 CAD per month, and that's all inclusive, and it's right across the main campus. So again, it's fairly affordable, and I think it's 40% more affordable than other cities in Canada. So that's also one big factor why our students choose London and choose Fanshawe. And for books and other expenses, it would depend on your program. So, for example, you're taking a culinary management program, most likely you won't be spending on books, but you need to, of course, purchase your uniform for the kitchen, and also you have to purchase a knife set um, that so that you can use it during your practical sessions. And also, if you want to explore scholarship opportunities, you're free to do so. If you think that your first semester grades are very competitive and it meets the grade requirements of that specific scholarship, then better to apply for it. Uh, like what they mentioned a while ago, we are also waiving um, English tests, so we don't require IELTS or any English exam score for Filipino students uh, during the application, except for pharmacy technician. Why is it an exception? It's because the Association of Pharmacy Tech in Canada is the one requiring international students to get to take the IELTS. Even the certificate of medium instruction, we don't need it in your application. So you just basically just need to provide us your high school transcript and diploma. Same with your college and your passport, and we're good to go. We can provide you your letter of acceptance. And also, just to give somehow a good some good vibes for the people attending this fair. If you attended this fair, we're also waiving your application fee of 100 CAD if you will apply to ACM. And also, if for example you have your IELTS score because you tried to take the test, or if you most likely if you took the test and you wanted to apply in a different country or a different college, don't worry. As long as it's valid by the time you start your program and you meet the grade requirements here, you have a chance to get our English scholarship that we offer exclusively for Filipino students. So it's not an outright scholarship that we will provide you, because we also need your first semester GPA, and we're going to rank your scores and give you the scholarship during the second semester. So I think that's the end of my presentation. If you want to know more about our school, the programs that we have, our website is actually it's full of really good information. Like you can see there the programs that we offer, the job opportunities for you, um, the courses that you will take for each semester, and also the breakdown of tuition fee. It's already there in the website. And also, like what Karen shared a while ago, our videos and also our materials are in our social media pages. So if you want to check those out, so that you can somehow get an idea on what is it like studying in Fanshawe and the life in London, so that you can have an idea about it before you can even travel to Canada. So with that, I end my presentation, and I think we're now open for questions.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Ina. So for hi everyone. So if you have any question, you can already chat them or type them in the chat box, and we will answer them.